welcome to another exciting episode of Trendsetters with me, Yaa Somuah. My guest today is an amazing model. You hear girls say, I'm a model, I'm a supermodel, I'm a top model. But what exactly does that mean? And who is the real deal and who is playing dress up? My guest was the first Ghanaian to ever compete in America's Next Top Model and get to the finals. And let's not talk about Miss USA, where she made Ghana so proud. It is the one, the only Mame Adjei.
Hi everyone, Mame Adjei here, model, DJ, actress, doing it all, and I'm a trendsetter.
So many models in Ghana, and even African models, complain about how they really paid very little. Do you experience the same thing in the US?
How they're paid little?
Very little, and they're not really treated well, and the conditions are really bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we all go through, you know, some bad, you know, conditions, I guess. Pay little, it depends on the type of work that you're doing. You know what I mean? You have to be with a good agency that will vie for you to work with good clients that respect your time and pay you a decent amount. You know what I mean? So it depends the kind of people that you're working for. I think that's when you're gonna get paid. But also, on that note, like, I feel like Ghanaian people, sometimes we're always trying to get paid for like nothing. It's like, relax, earn your stripes, and then the money will come. If you're passionate about it, the money will come. If you're just doing it for the money, then you're in the wrong business, because you're not going to get paid for a long time. I wasn't paid for a long time, but I was doing it because it's something I'm passionate about.
Where do you draw the line between doing it for exposure and doing it for the money? Because sometimes people tend to use you and say that, oh, you need it for the exposure, because you're trying to build your CV and trying to build everything. But people tend to use you. So when do you draw the line for doing it for the exposure and doing it for the money?
I will usually try to determine if what I'm doing is necessary for me and my brand. If I don't feel like it's something that's gonna elevate me or put me further or even help my fellow person, then I'm not gonna want to do it. You know what I mean? But if it's something that, like, if I don't need it and it's not gonna elevate me in any way, then yes, of course I'm gonna want to be paid for my time. You know what I mean? So it's very, the lines are very blurry in the industry because everyone can bring something different. And sometimes you might do something that, you know, for free, for example, that you didn't think was going to do anything. And then that's the one that goes viral, that gets you another job. So you just never know. So it's all about having that discernment to know which jobs are good for you. And it's okay to say no. I think a lot of models, especially starting up, they feel like anything that comes their way, they must take. But if they're asking you to model for dog food, and yeah, maybe this one might be paid, okay, then you can decide if the money is really necessary for you. Okay, fine, but is it really serving your brand? I don't think so.
You find many Africans coming back, maybe fast forward to say 10 years ago, 20 years ago, Africans my age, your age, we didn't really want to come back to our country. What do you think is the reason why? I blame it on Afrobeats, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah, no, definitely. It's like we're finally finding a way to push our culture out to the world, you know, thanks to media outlets like YouTube. You know, you're doing something like this. This is awesome because now people are getting to see, oh, look at this entertainer / content creator in Ghana doing things, interviewing other Ghanaian people. So what you're doing is very important. But I think because of things like this with different outlets, YouTube and Instagram, it's connecting the dots around the world. People are able to connect more easily. And I think in the past, like, people were so ignorant. They were flashing images of us with flies around, you know, kids with flies, oh, donate, child, you know, all you knew about Africa was aid and poverty. And it's like, no, some of us are in houses bigger than your apartment complex, you see? So it's like, I think because of, like, there's just a change in media and our representation, that's why this matters, what we're doing as a model. Anything in entertainment, representation matters. We're able to see that Africa is not what they thought. So people are drawn to us and they want to come here more.
Okay. America's Next Top Model,
Yeah.
Miss USA. Usually for people wanting to participate in things like that, it's kind of very scary, because facing your fears and putting yourself out there, it's really hard, let's be honest. How would you say you put all that aside? Because people will see you on TV, you're auditioning for America's Next Top Model. Just putting yourself out there, how do people who want to come out face their fears and say, okay, let me go for this?
I mean, that's an internal struggle that I think so many people we all deal with. No matter how many times you've been on screen, no matter how many times you've, modeled, you never stop getting nervous if you're about to go on stage and walk a runway, or if you're about to go on stage and especially speak. Oh my God. Till this day, anytime I go on stage, I'm like, and I have to like give a speech or presentation, I'm like, but I just pray to God that He gives me the words and, direction to just do what I need to do, And I mean, you just got to muster up the confidence. Fake it till you make it, Fake it till you make it, and you'll make it.
Now, I know you've probably had this question a million times, but how was the experience with Tyra? How was she like? Because she's like a mogul, isn't it? What were some of the gems you soaked in when you were with her?
I mean, I learned a lot from her, not just from modeling, but like how to be, and business-wise. We had a challenge on her show once, on America's Next Top Model, about presenting our businesses to her. My business was Goddess Tribe, because at the time I wanted to do like some kind of jewelry and work with artisans in Ghana, and let them cultivate an area here, let them make money, and then send the jewelry to the US, stuff like that. It was a cool business at the time. So I presented it to her and the CEO of like some big businesses I even forgot, but like she had like a panel of CEOs. I don't know if you go back and watch some episodes, you'll see. And I was so nervous. And she taught me that, okay, what makes your business different? I love what I'm hearing, but what makes your business different from all the other people that are doing something similar or doing the same thing? She was like, there needs to be a point of differentiation.
Okay.
And ever since then, I thought about, what are you doing differently than everyone else? You know what I mean? We can all do the same thing, but what makes yours special? So once you can pinpoint what that is, you have your brand, you have what makes you special. So
what makes Mame Adjei special?
And I think, well, what makes me special is, my personality, my humility, and my work ethic. You know what I mean? I used to be the first person at work and the last person to leave when I was working a 9 to 5. And everything that I do, I feel that it is to praise God. It is to do, my creative energy is to do everything that is in my mind. I want to bring it out and manifest it into physical form. And so that's what makes me special, my mind, my way of thinking. And I think the world is, full of possibilities, and it's endless. And you can't be afraid of tackling your dream.
You say you're gathering some acting credits and some DJing. Would you mind sharing?
Yeah. So yeah, in LA, I find it that it's the scene, the music scene, the night out scene. It's not very diverse. It's very bland, for lack of better words. Super hip hop, R&B, top 40 hits, and that's about it. You're not gonna hear like reggae song, let alone Afro beats in the club. Not really. And I think with Drake lately, with featuring Wizkid and all these things, and finally bringing those sounds to mainstream America, even though it's been around for however long, decades, they're now just getting hip to our music and they're liking it a lot more. So I was like, okay, I want to bring these sounds to LA. I want to bring these sounds to my people over there and connect the dots as far as the Africans here and the diaspora there, and let them feel a sense of inclusion when they go out as well. So I started DJing, and I just started. I think I'm pretty good. I've heard nothing but good reviews so far.
Really?
So
We'll take your word for it.
Yeah, so come see me spin one day in LA. Or, I hope to bring Nuit Noire. I'm working with my partner who's also in model and DJ, and she does so many things. We're both artists, so it's been a cool way to partner together and do something cool for our people, So look out for Nuit Noire.
Okay. How inclusive is the Ghanaian community in LA?
Honestly, there isn't much of a Ghanaian community in LA. Not that I know of, at least. There might be, but I don't know too many of them. The Nigerian community, though,
Barely.
I commend them because there are many Nigerians and they don't stick to them, like they stick to themselves. They have parties and they'll invite all the Nigerian network, like, and they're always praising each other and working together and making things happen. So I really commend them for that, because I don't feel like the Ghanaian community, if there is even one, we're not doing that. So that might be something that I might have to like look into to build, because if no one's doing it, why not me?
Let's go back to America's Next Top Model.
Okay.
Now, Tyra bought your mom.
Yes.
And that was so sweet,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Oh my God.
And you hadn't seen her in how many years?
I hadn't seen her at the time. I hadn't seen her in the past like 3 years.
Wow.
So, and even before that, it was probably more years. So it was such an awesome surprise to have seen my mother come to the show, because I lived with my best friend at the time, and her mom was pretty much my mom. So when they said, "Oh, your moms are here," I thought I was going to see my best friend's mom, which would have been great, but it was even nicer to have seen my mother come all the way from Ghana. Tyra brought her, and I'm just like, God bless you. Like, oh, I was so happy to see her.
How important is family to you?
Very, very important. I mean, I think to most people, family is very important, unless you don't have the great support. But they've been so supportive of me, and they love to see that I'm doing well, and just always pushing me to keep going and keep doing better. You know, having African parents, especially in this industry, is not easy, because they don't fully understand the worth sometimes of things, because this is kind of new, you know, this is new to them, especially in this Ghana scene, you know what I mean? So of course, they're kind of like, "Hey, mommy, are you gonna get a real job soon? Are you gonna, you know," but they see that I'm happy, I'm chasing my dreams, and my dad is even with me, and he comes with me. He's been doing things with me in Ghana. Yeah, he's on set. He's been doing things with me in Ghana, and like, he's like, "Wow, I'm really, really proud of you."
Has your dad said don't bring any non-Ghanaian man home? Is it like,
yes,
really?
Of course.
So
my dad's like,
strictly Ghanaian man.
We have like a totem pole of like what's acceptable. Ghanaian first. Nigerian? If not, my ex was Nigerian actually, okay. So that one was like, they were like, So it's like Ghana first. If not Ghana, West African. If not West African, African. If not African, Black. If not Black, then we'll think about other things.
So the top is Ghanaian.
Top, and then we go all the way down to like white.
So much, Mame Adjei.
Thank you,
It's
Yaa.
been lovely having you.
Appreciate you so much. Thank you for having me, and everyone, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at Mame Adjei 4. Okay.
Hello, I'm sure you loved the video you just saw. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel here, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.